Hello, hello, good morning. Welcome to another year's futures trading stream. Today is the fourth Friday, okay, of February. We have maybe 3 more weeks to go in the current contract. It is 9:09 a.m. Eastern Time in the US. We have this we have a day yesterday that was pretty much a reaction to Nvidia earnings. We had Nvidia has a kind of like a double or triple the expectations. The reaction of the market was a rally, and most of this rally here, most of what we have yesterday, most of the advance here was after the Nvidia earnings report. We have a breakout of this 2-day balance when value was going lower. Market came back inside this range and just got out of that range. As soon as the market enters a range, the potential is to the opposite side. And after that, we have this non-excess high, which also was all-time high. And the market made a new high yesterday. The rally yesterday, to me, was one of the worst I have ever seen. It is really bad. It was the volume. The volume just wasn't there. I mean, it had a higher volume than the previous day, but for the magnitude of the break is just, to me, it's just really low. Just check this out. Look a little bit higher than these low days, but look at the range we have. It closed. Where was the close? It closed. The market closed up here, and it has this advance, right? The really huge range, but the volume wasn't there. Now, the market tested a couple times, tested the previous high. Just check this out, right? Well, the market it made an attempt to close the gap, has the market to this high, re-enters this range, right? But it's both almost right from the highs. Not a particular good low for me. And then after the market takes this high out, it has a pullback. Okay, if you did not take take a long here when the market attempt to close the gap. Remember, when the bigger the gap, the lower the odds that gap is going to be filled. That's one thing, one guidelines, right? The other part of that guideline is if a gap is going to be filled, usually the selling comes right away from the opening. It just wasn't here. The market didn't have it here. And after that, you have an inside bar. I guess the inside bar in Nasdaq was better. You have a bigger opening bar, and then the next one was smaller. The B was smaller. Right? This one was smaller too, but to the upper side. This would be nicer if it is down here. Okay, that's one thing. And then what happened just after that? And what is this? This highlighted something happened here, but I don't remember what happened. But what I was watching here, it has a pullback here. The next pullback is really low to the inside, but and then D come. Once D made this low, I made my decision here. I'm not going to be part of this. Okay, if this market keep going higher, I consider the risk was high for me, and I just step out. I took a short. I think I took a short here, somewhere in here. I don't remember where, but it was somewhere. I guess it was D here, right? But it did not have it. It did not have. It rather left a poor pullback low here, and also you have one here, twice here, right? The second time, this is also a weak reference here as well. No, really bad tempo. The market grinding its way up higher, you know. Non-excess low here. Then look at what happened in H. Okay. Halbach comes exactly from Halbach here. And have another distribution, one distribution here, two distributions here, four distributions. At this moment in time, this also was a good opportunity here. You know, a counteraction. But the most important thing that you need to understand here is that more likely, okay, when we have this kind of movements in the market, either to the upside or to the downside, this kind of like a stretched movement, you know, most of the time, or lots of the time, traders are just shorting the market. Why are you shorting the market? Because it's too high. Because it's time to short. Because the market cannot keep going any higher. But why? Why? That's not enough reason to short the market. And this was more likely just rebalancing, you know, when market left this kind of highs here, more likely a rebalancing of long inventory, of an inventory that got too long. What happens all the time is traders just get too excited, right? Traders that were shorting this market, and every time being stopped out, you know, finally I have it here, right? Finally I have my position. Finally I am going to teach the market a lesson here, right? I knew this market was going to break. And what happened is, this is just a counteraction, my bad, a rebalancing of long inventory here. Just that, right? And more often than not, the market closes at the high or even makes new highs. Yesterday, the market did not close at the highs. It's kind of like closed, very close, kind of close to this pullback low. This now is an important reference, a very short-term reference for me, the late pullback low here. Now, look at what's happening now. No, traders are just very excited here. Okay, I think White thought yesterday. Take a look. You know, while I was watching this market, something that I thought for myself yesterday is the indices, right? The Dow made a new high, the ES made a new high, and the Nasdaq was the only one that did not have a new high. But it was really close, right? Check what Nasdaq is. You know, the Nasdaq came all the way up to here just to leave down this one unchecked. It was kind of like, you know, traders can see this thing. Traders can see this stuff. So for me, you know, considering the short was, I didn't think it was a good idea. I thought the market was super elongated. The risk was really high in the long side, but short in the market was a terrible idea as well. Having those two conflicting thoughts in your mind, yeah, and harmonize them, you know, having them living together in harmony is It is complicated to have those things, but we as traders, we need to do that. You need to get to the stage that you can think on where you can think, on where you can have those two conflicting thoughts in your mind. That's a fundamental part of trading. Okay. Now, I still think that this market is really bad, has a really bad structure. I was thinking to get some puts here, some SPY puts here, but what I wanted, expected, quote unquote expected, and I say quote unquote because that's a really bad thing to do, right? Expecting the market to do something is not good. Because we never know when I start to having those kind of thoughts. I just I understand that I am having biases there, right? I just have biases. I have a bias there. And what I was expecting a movement like this, market correcting this high, make a new high here, and maybe having something here, aiming to the downside. Not today, not tomorrow, not the next week, but maybe a couple weeks down the road. And now we have another gap. We have a gigantic gap here from yesterday, and now another gap today. What's going to happen? I have no idea what is going to happen. Okay, what do I expect? I don't expect anything. Now, let's check what this market was doing. First, the other markets, I was paying attention to the bond market, and this is something that worries me, because we have a range here. We have a range here. Just look at this, right? And this low has almost, this bond market has almost get inside. It is barely touching. This is not good, right? Buying from a couple ticks, a couple pips from this high of this range is not good, because if this re-enters in this range, it will be rather having some penetration and rejection. But buying from that high, I don't like that, to be honest. Okay, and every time this market tried to rally, it was just pulled. It was just sold. It finds sellers. There's find sellers. And I was just wondering what can happen. The market re-enters this. May come, maybe to fills this low, then this low, filling the gap here. Because this is yesterday, believe it or not, I thought that the indices were trading off the bond market, and I just followed the reaction on the bond market. And now we have a low that was made in the overnight, 0.9. Let's check that, 0.9, right there. How much is here? How much is this high? Ooh, look at that, 0.8. It's a couple pips from that. I don't know how. I never trade. I know they're trading pips, but I don't know. Maybe how much that? 20 pips. I don't know how they do this. There's a trend here also. You can see the trend, right? You can see the trend. It's to the downside in the 30 years and the thing. But the market hasn't paid attention to this. I know it really hasn't paid attention to this market. Mechanical selling here in gold, and there is a trend to the upside, the dollar as well. I have this chart on side. I am monitoring this one as well. Now, and the indices, Rosen, I don't know who that keeps buying from the 50. Can you see how the 50 is being sold here, bought here, sold here, bought here, and again it's being bought again, right? And this is no good. Having this kind of basis, I don't know. The Dow has support. This is the breakout. Has support here. Now we are having a breakout, okay? We have new highs and we have breakout of this range here. Let's see now if, I always, because this is what traders do. They will check these highs here. Okay, have breakout. What happens if the market comes below this level, okay? That's the question. What happens if the market comes below? I'm not saying that I'm going to do that. And this is Nasdaq. What is this breakout here? This can be maybe support here. This right there at the gap. This high wasn't. I am just check. I should have checked this before. Now this high wasn't good. But remember we had Nvidia as well. Very mechanical high here. And this is going to be the next one. If there's a breakout, this is going to be. You can see how traders, are trading this market here. The ES now has previous all-time high as support, and these levels, can you see how the markets change all the time? Now these levels have been during this contract, or during this quarter, during this cycle, every single breakout has been checked. Check. I expect some checking here as well. Again, quote unquote check, right? Because we never know what the market is doing. But if traders are doing something over and over, more likely they are going to do the same thing again. Because markets are irrational, but predictable irrational. I am quoting Nicholas Taleb here. All right. And I don't have any goal. I don't have any reference. I have a Discord with a tremendous amount of members of 3, including myself. And one of the guys, he is not here right now, but I wanted to talk to him. To Ice, this is for you, Ice. In trading, we have to have our own opinions, right? That's good, right? Whatever thing you have in your mind, that's great because it's yours, and we are always evolving, adapting to market conditions. If I do one thing now and it's working, it doesn't guarantee it's going to work tomorrow. And I don't use labels, and I don't expect anything to happen, right? Just because this high is 10 points from this high here, I'm not going to add 10 points here on top just because of that. I try to remain as neutral as possible and have a lot of scenarios in mind of what can happen. Now, trying to monitor, trying to get in sync with the market, with anything the market is doing. I try to get in sync with what the market is doing at this moment in time. Upside, how this market is going, where can this market be going to, what traders can possible have seen now, what's the value of this, what is the value of that, what are the odds of things, this thing to happen over and other things. Right? In the monthly, in the bigger charts, there's no change in the monthly. The monthly is unchanged. Monthly is trending higher. The weekly looks like it's going to resume the trend. Every time this is done, every 3 weeks here, 3 weeks here, 3 weeks here, it's getting weaker and weaker. That's my opinion here. Huh? Weaker and weaker. The daily, also you can see there's trends all over the place. All over the place. You can place a line here, you can place a line here, and you're going to find a trend line anywhere here. And now we have a breakout here. You can use labels, you can use anything. Right? it seems like the 5,000 is some magic number here. It has 4 zeros on the right side, and the market is hovering back and forth, around that number. And remember, this contract has only three more weeks to go. All right. I think there's some interest in keeping this contract, higher until it expires. I wonder what can happen when the new contract enters, right? You may be long in this contract and short. I don't know. Have no idea what bigger traders are doing here. What I didn't like from yesterday is the volume here. Really low volume for the magnitude of the break and for the breakout as well. Now I'm going to take a screenshot here and save it and put it in my homework. It's kind of too late now. Okay, market is going to open soon. All right, let's see what we have. New high. Market has a gap to the upside. You have a spike in the other. Do we have a spike? Yeah. It's this base. This level is very important to me, okay, for the short term. The Nasdaq is hovering right there around this area of volume. Okay, the last volume the market has is cleaning the last node of volume. What's happening here? Where's yesterday's profile? Okay. Okay, it's right there. We have a gap, right? This poor high has been corrected. This market is really close to make new highs. Right. Look at that, man. I don't like this. It's just a spike and there was salt from that. There's a bunch of highs here. I mean, bunch of stops here, remember. So a bunch of stops above this high. About this one. Here you go. Here you go. New highs in Nasdaq. Look at that, man. Look at that. Somebody's pushing this market here. I don't like that a lot. Oh boy, this is, you know what? I am very. Let's see what's happening here. What about volume? What volume is really low volume, man. This is not good. Okay, we have a gap. Gap was not filled. We have a new high here. Only 2 minutes into the opening. This is not a B shape, right? This is balance. I am trying to assess the risk here. 2 significant gaps here to the upside. Boy, what happened with this market? Is this frozen here? It looks like it has frozen in time, right? It's not moving, gosh. What the heck? It's just not moving. bonds are unchanged. Bonds are inside previous range. Come on, man, look at this how it dries here. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean I'm going to short one. It's just so, man. This has nothing here, brother. Really, man. What is going on here? Traders are very, very excited now. That you can see. You don't need me to see that. Traders are buying here. That's crazy. I know what the market is doing, right? Market is going higher and higher. Notice how it just stalls here, bro. My God. This high has been corrected. This high has been corrected. Alright. There was the market lag excess here, but I don't see the spike here. It's just not having it. The ES is just not having it. It's no, sorry, it's not. Now the other thing that happens when remember it's Friday. Okay, Friday, new highs. Every single Friday that the market made new highs. You got the market was grinding its way up. Oh, look at this, man. There's a load of fight here. Okay, this one. I hope you have seen this. Don't step in front of the market. Don't step in front of the trend. And there's something here that came here. As soon as this 1000 here, boom, the market just extended to the upside. There will be a lot of traders that will be short in this market today. The market is just too high, right? Cannot keep going high. It's unbelievable how momentum, how far momentum can take markets. Now this is another reference. Is the gap closed? This is just not having. This is. I don't have a good feeling for this market here. A lot of times there's feeling here, and you play with feelings, and I don't like the feeling here. Or the ES. But there was nothing here. There was no attempt whatsoever to fill this gap. What did we have today at 8:30? Is there any? That's 2 year. Nothing. There was nothing. No news. No nothing here. And everybody's very confident now. This market cannot break, cannot go lower. It's impossible. It's just grinding. I don't like this at all, brother. I guess this market needs to come maybe to this area. Let's see. How emotional this market goes, man. I consider this one's thousands. The market hasn't come back to this high. Right? You just keep buying here. There's programs here as well, no? That are, once these highs are taken, software is triggered, some kind of software is triggered, and these programs are designed that way, right? Buy new highs. Let's buy new highs. Look at that, man. Look at that. And where this volume is coming? Just above this high. I think this is an area where the risk is high as well. Now, inventory. What happened with the inventory? Settlers here, I think inventory is pretty balanced. Balanced from yesterday. Was getting long a little bit. No, but I consider this, to me, this is balanced, right? I have said that here, actually inventory was short in Nasdaq. And this can be a counter-action to over. I mean, why would you short Nasdaq, man? Why you short Nasdaq, especially Nasdaq, in particular Nasdaq? Why would you short Nasdaq in the overnight? We have the high, an all-time high that's really close there, very very close. Oh, look at this 10,000. Oh boy, these two markets have volume here, above the high. Oh no, this is gap. Oh no, this is the gap close. Yeah, this is gap close for the Nasdaq. This is gap close here. This is previous all-time high. There are traders now that are convinced. Okay, this is how traders think. They are convinced that this market is going to break now. There are another group of traders that are convinced that this is it, right? This is my chance to go long. This is the sign that I was waiting. Okay, now I am convinced the market is long. Oh, after all this rally, right? After all this rally, now it's time to go short, right? I know that. That's emotions, brother. Look at this area here. ES has that area as well. Huh. What's going with bond market? Bond market is recovering. It's inside previous day range. Now Nasdaq is testing previous high. Oh damn, I made a mistake here. Let's watch this market. Let's let the market settle here. $15. Oh boy, look at the volume, brother. Look at the volume. You're going to have a lower volume than yesterday. Not just that. You know what happened when I have low volume? You know, this market can grind its way up here. Really can. We have a gap, new highs. There's some buying that came from this exactly from this high, which is the previous high. There's a lot of back and forth around this area. There's a huge volume coming here at this market. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, this area has high volume. It's so high that medium volume, looks like low here. Or high volume looks like medium. 1200 here looks medium. No, you know what? The heck. Alright. I got something here. Alright, let's put it there. Let's just leave it there. I just feel a position there. I just get some puts here. But these ones expire on March 8th. We're going to leave it there, okay? Going to close this thing, and now I'm going to focus on the market now. I don't like how this market is trading. It's checking the all-time high again, previous high here. This market can leap to the upside here. Again, this is the fourth time it's checking that high. Okay, now it's working. I was clear this weak buying here. The market was bought like 3 or 4 times from this high. Now all that buyers are out now. The bond market is recovering, actually. Has taken the high. Now this is, notice whether this buying market is buying. Was buying from here 4 times, now buying from, now it's buying from on the opening. This market is having problems here. We are, if in the next 3 minutes, if the market doesn't come back through this area, there can be something here. Now that this bias are being cleared, but you can see, right, what kind of buying is coming here. This is a slower. Sliding is way lower, brother. Now this is my intraday reference for today. This area here, and from yesterday I have this, and way low here in Nasdaq. This is the second time it's coming through this level. I tried a little short here. It's kind of like too low, right? It's too low, but I was aiming to take the market coming through this level here. I was stopped out here there. This market just don't have it, man. You just don't have it. It doesn't mean that it's going to break, okay? It doesn't mean, remember, it's Friday, also volume is low, so these are the ideal conditions for short-term trading to, to buy here. And they can come, buy, and grind, grind its way out. Notice this level here is holding, Whatever comes from here, only this little thing is holding all this stuff here. Now they were buying coming from this area. Now they're selling coming from this area. Okay. Now this is creating the conditions for. You have to be able to see that thing as well. It is just an indication what kind of trading we have here. I got some puts on a SPY here, on the SPY. SPY in 2 weeks. Maybe I should have given one more week, but it's 1 week before the contract expires. And there's going to be a lot of rollover action during that week too. It's the week, I guess it's the week PCE. No, after PCE. But PCE is next week, I believe. You have non-farm payroll that day. No, that leader 5 between this and this and this. Okay, what is that? Overnight high, all-time high. You know, there's traders that are convinced that this is it. There are another set of traders that are convinced that this is it. Okay, this is very important, this gap here. It's really a small gap, okay? The odds that the small gap are higher than a gap that is bigger, like yesterday, for example. Now, if this gap that is small is not filled, that also is a sign. What kind of sign can we have there, right? What's the message the market is delivering? And sometimes traders are just too anxious to trade here, you know. You're just too anxious to trade. Bonds are having a big rally here. Five minutes before the period closes. This is not good for a rally. But also they are selling from this level here. Look at more, it's getting wider here. Hold on, more here. Notice where this market was bought here. Now those sellers have been cleared. The gap has been closed. And I just keep moving my stops here. Alright, the upper distributions have been closed. The overnight, not the daily, the overnight. There was a lot of activity around this area yesterday. There's a lot of activity around this area yesterday. Oh, look at this too. Oh boy. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. What is this high? 23.50 here. The ES hasn't filled the gap yet. Now Nasdaq has came to this area here, right? Oh. This is the all-time high. If the market comes back through this, I have the impression that it's going to be really fast here. It can be really fast. Some rebalancing is, oh man, look at this. Come on. This is not good. It may come back. The next thing to monitor is this low here and settle, and especially this pullback low here. Oh, I don't like this. The way how it happened. It just hits the stops here and came back. If there is something serious, once the market takes these stops, it can have a pullback and then come through this. If there is something serious to the downside here. Pretty much overnight held back. Market is pushing here. This market is pushing. This is just not having it. What worries me here is that this market has taken this area and it's sold from this high here. It would have been nicer. It was, sold from here, for example. Right? Now, when the market closes a gap, the next thing to monitor is value. Value is up here. Still, we have higher value here, But let's see if this market one thing is price. We're watching price. Another thing is to watch is value. What's happening to value? Okay, it's too early in the session to see to assess value, but the market has closed the gap. That's one thing. The other thing, the market has re-entered this area. Notice where this chunk of this node of volume is. It didn't take this area out. The market has bought from there. The same way it was sold from here, it was bought from here. So this is adding more to this area here. And I don't consider this, this has an excess here in the upper side now, but this can be a rebalancing also. So rebalancing the longs here. The action is to the downside here in Nasdaq, right now. This one had history. The ES, we have an inside bar, gap has not filled. This is a very volatile market. All of this heavy buying or selling from yesterday has been cleared. Now where this selling is coming from now? From this high. Before it was coming from here, before it was coming from here. It's a very mechanical action going on here. But, oh my god, go look at this volume here, man. Low volume here. This market can go higher here. And why I say that? Because of that volume. You know? There's no interest here of buying, which leaves short-term traders pretty much in control of the market. And short-term traders can, are most likely are momentum traders. And momentum trading can take markets to extremes. It's a lot of back and forth here. Now, this is the 7-minute mark, If there is something here, around the 7-minute mark, I should see, if this is a healthy movement, I should see some push to the downside, some push. Around the 14, some extension, downside extension. And after on the last 7, maybe a strong close, right? A strong or weak close, depending on what the market is doing. I am not having that now. Just take a look at this. This is the ES. Little bit of taper here, accumulation volume, kind of dries here. If this market takes this area back, there could be. Yesterday, all these tapers were like ignored. The market just ran through this kind of formation. When volume dry, there was just a push, heavy push behind the kind, boom, boom, and took those ones out, took the market higher, every single time the market did that yesterday. But remember, there are no 2 days that are the same. This is a breakout. This is a new all-time high. As long in Nasdaq, as long as this level is not taken, the market remains to the upside. If this level here is taken, that means that there's change in this market. Something has changed. There are odds, because this level is taken, the market can, the next thing market can do is close this distribution. Monitoring for a downside continuation has, last this distribution close, and of course, if this distribution is close, it puts the opposite side as potential destination trade. And look at this heavy accumulation volume here, all these things are there. There's nothing here right now. Nothing is going on. Nothing is going on here. If there was some serious selling here, this looks like longs, like market has got too long and it's just rebalancing the longs. If there was something serious to the downside, I would see some volume here. Volume higher and market just is, trading lower with conviction. There is no conviction with this market. Yearly, we talk about that this market has no conviction to the upside, but the same is true for the downside. So if you have a short, that's part of managing or monitoring the market as well. Let's see all those things. Nasdaq had better odds to going lower because overnight inventory was super short. Okay, this spike here was a rebalancing. This inventory getting short, that was too short from the overnight. This spike took those shorts out, and we have some upside continuation during the regular trading hours, after market open. What I see right now is just more of the same that we had yesterday. We had the exact same thing yesterday. Really, a market grinding, with no conviction in the market. I guess that's the word I was looking for. No conviction in this market, with the difference that low volume is lower. I had tried a short here, don't know where. I guess when the market, I don't remember when market traded through this, I believe, or through this. Oh, I closed it too early. Oh, well, I remember now. Market was buying fields, was buying from all-time high, then the buyer was buying from overnight high, and then was buying from the opening. I guess it was here when the market took this one. It's when I took a shot after seeing all that stuff. This is a weak market. The participants are the weakest ones. But that's also tells you one thing, right? Who is doing what in maybe which direction. Notice this low, okay? This low is not particularly, this low is not that, it doesn't inspire too much confidence in me. Now we have more. Is this too big? Is this too? Maybe I'm wrong here. Oh gosh, this is too. My bad. I thought this was 10,000. These are 8,000s, which is not bad, but I am not impressed neither. This one, I'm going to proceed and erase this one. I'm going to the 1825, there's one here. $19.25. This is not. This is $19.25 here. Okay. Right. Market has traded through this accumulation value here. And there's a push. Can you see this push? Can you see how this market is pushing here? Yeah, it's pushing here. It's not that the volume, it's not that the volume dries here, but this is some extra push here. Now that's this kind of that's what this shows me, this histogram here. Remember, the gap has not been closed in the ES. Nasdaq looks weaker, but still, this can be a rebalancing of long inventory. The actions to the downside, if C, which is the next period, or even if this period closes lower and C takes previous period high, that's it. That's just a sign that or an indication that odds of rotation have increased or are increasing. There's nothing here in this market. There was an opportunity, right? There was a short here. After that, no sir. The ES is stronger, looks stronger, no? Looks stronger than Nasdaq. The gap has not been filled. That's a positive sign for that market. And there's nothing close to 900 here yet. Selling is coming from this high, right? Have you noticed that? Market, as soon as the market came back to this high, there was sellers here. That's the mechanical trading going on. You have this questionable high here and this low here, right? Exactly half back. My main reference is this low here, the 18035. Any questions, comments, please? You're welcome. I appreciate it. This is a significant area here on Nasdaq. And now it is the 18-minute mark. This movement, this downside movement is having troubles here right now. This market should be down here right now. That's how you monitor. You monitor the market in not just when you have a position. You have to do that. You have to do that all the time. Inside bar in ES, in the ES. The ES looks better than Nasdaq. The Nasdaq has good odds to the upside too, I have to say. The structure below is weak, but the kind of trading that's coming to the market seems like very short-term trading here going on. And that kind of traders can be, kind of reverse positions really quick. Now we have something here, something here, something here. Something here, something here. What the market is doing when these levels are being filled? It's going higher, right? It's also there's some buying coming here. Another one here. The buying here. It's time to buy. I'm not going to buy just because I see these levels here. I'm just monitoring the market. What this market can be doing. What do you have? What are you planning? What can happen? Now this came. As soon as this came, market broke, bought. Very subtle here. Whatever is happening, they are doing it really, really subtly. Nobody realized this is what is going on. You buy, sell. There's 1,000 that came here. Another 1,000 coming, going lower. But what happened, right? What can happen, right? The market comes down after these numbers came, this increased here, and the market goes through this area again. Now all these shorts are going to be forced to cover, bro. What happens when the market starts to cover? When short covers start to... I just don't like this market here. I don't like it at all. I feel I bought some SPY puts. Now this market must take this low here now, if there is something. We are close to the 23-minute mark. I should see extension here, right? In the last 7, some extension of the current range, of the current period, in the current period range, all right? If that doesn't happen, that's a sign that, okay, the auction that is in progress right now, which direction this action is in Nasdaq. I'm talking about Nasdaq. It's to the downside, right? If that action doesn't have extension to the downside, so there could be some side problems there. All right. The next thing to monitor here is settle. All right. There you have your extension there. Buying from settle is not a good thing for me. It's very mechanical. There can be a spike here, like boom, to the downside here. I'm not doing nothing here in this market. Okay, we had that downside extension again. Traders keep buying these levels. Keeps happening. All right, monitoring downside continuation. We'll see. As long as this level stays, still is a pretty solid market to the upside. The ES hasn't taken this low yet, This area here can be another mechanical low here. Remember what the previous one was? Saddle, right? Now this is a positive day for Nasdaq so far. Let's see what happens when the market comes through this. Does it gain momentum? Does it have momentum when it goes through this? Notice how it came back to this area and sale just came here. What I'm thinking of this market is this can be a counteraction. This was a counteraction to short inventory. Gap was closed. The ES is positive. This more, but what I see is a more positive market here in the ES. But Nasdaq has to join here to keep going high. Not bad, huh? Look at that. Look at that, huh? There's some buying coming here. So my market maker is making a stand around this area here. Three more minutes. How much volume do we have? We have I think it's maybe like, what's that, 10-15% lower? Let me check. No, it's 8% lower. 8% lower here. Oh boy, look at this. This is a lot of water. Now, man, I have seen this multiple times. I have heavy areas here, and then the next thing I see the market standing back and forth between this. So far, this is a, I don't see nothing here, right? This is a counteraction. This is a counteraction to overnight short inventory. Now this is a rebalancing of the long inventory. Got too long. Now it's a rebalancing. What's going to happen next? And that's the question. Now the negatives are, this is the market closing the gap in Nasdaq. One, market's taking. Another negative is market buying from zero. All right. That's another thing. The positive is market is still above this late pullback. As long as this level is not taken, this is still, it is still, there's no change in the market. The market is still to the upside. The market is still to the upside. Relative to yesterday. Now, from yesterday, what we have from yesterday is that this is a very elongated market to the upside. Only one stock, just because of one company. Nvidia. Just because of Nvidia has a ripping astronomical report, beating all estimates. Just because of that, this market is higher. I have told you that I have a short. I have put some puts on SPY. Expiring in, those guys are expiring Friday 8 next month. Now this low is kind of questionable here. This is even worse here. This is not looking good here. This is not looking good for any kind of longs here. I'm moving my stops here. If I have something here, it's going to be really not that much, kind of like a scratching a trade. And all because this market hasn't closed the gap. I'd rather do that because I don't like what's happening. Yeah. That short is out. This is. Now I think this is this is an inside bar here. This is an inside bar. This can be a short here now actually. Huh. Okay, let's check this out. All right. Oh, look at that. This one was bought from this pullback here. No good high. Let's see if this level holds. Nah, the reason why I moved my stops was there's no conviction in this market. Okay, there's no conviction in this market. There's a breakout of this inside bar to the downside. You know, the breakouts of the inside bars preferably in the direction of the trend. In this case, the trend is to the upside, right? The breakout was in the opposite direction of the trend. Now, again, this market is coming. Again, this market is coming to this area. Oh, okay. Selling from that, man. I am. But I mean, if you look for a trade, you will find a trade. That's what I don't like it. That's what I don't like from this market. You know, no, from trading. For this kind of market, it's not facilitating trade for me. The thing that, okay, I guess I am wrong here. I got my puts when the market was just, you know, it looks like was frozen in time here. That's when I got those puts. But now, you know, this is the thing. Once you have a position, it's not easy just to let it go, right? This market, the ES hasn't closed the gap, but I cannot say that this is going higher, right? In the intraday, because we have one bar here, the next one is an inside, and this is the bar that's telling me that there's an action that is to the downside, right? The action is to the downside here. But this is 3Y now. I think that this market can close this gap. The bond market is having a good day. The 15 is having a good day there. Oh, look at this. It's coming from Hal Bachman. Come on. This also is coming from Hal. If you use two ticks here, it's Hal Bach too. This is a more reliable law actually. Okay, but it's also weak, but because it's just too close to this low here. And the fact that Nasdaq has closed the gap is also something that weighs in the negative side. But this just doesn't have any conviction to the downside here. Hovering around 0, this is not good. Just have you seen what happened here? Selling coming from this level here. I mean buying coming from this level. Not selling, my bad. Buying. As long as this low remains, okay, I think Nasdaq is kind of like kind of safe, right? If this level is taking, multiple things changing here. One, is the end of the upside action that started coming from yesterday. Also puts the market back inside yesterday's value area for this market. I'm talking about Nasdaq, just for Nasdaq. And there's potential to the downside because very stretched out market. There is nothing here. A little bit of volume can take the market all the way down to this area here. And multiple, the ES has multiple also. Multiple weak level. It's really bad. The structure of the market is really bad. It's really bad. But it's not having it here now. Can you see? Short-term trading going on here. Shorting this market here. This kind of traders can abandon their positions really fast. You know, can change mind really fast, really quick. The buying here is weak too. The difference with yesterday is yesterday we have volume. Alright? Check volume here. Volume is lower. Overall volume is lower here. There's a lot of fear too. You know, let's check how much is BIX. How much is the BIX here? The BIX is not reflecting the risk, okay? It should be maybe 14, 15. Indices, BIX, oh my god, 14. God, of course it's not reflecting nothing of the risk that I can. I think this market is carrying a lot of risk, has a lot of risk. But the BIX is not reflecting it. It's not reflecting that. Only one opportunity in Nasdaq, which was the counteraction to overnight short inventory. Any questions, comments? Please let me know. All right, it is 10:40. I'm going to call it a day. I'm still going to be in the trading desk all day long. I think that, I don't know. We never know when opportunities can come. I will be aware of this area here. How the market trade through this area. There's a lot of volume here from the previous period. The current period hasn't challenged this. If the market goes through this area, there can be a kind of like a quick spike to the upside. It can happen really fast. All right. I wish you a wonderful trading day. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.